Instantly killing the enemies is the peak entertainment you can get in any video game. Usually those mechanics require a lot of precision and skill, be it landing a headshot or traversing the... Hey, wait a second, why is there many gameplay playing in the background? Oh god, no, wait, no! Instantly killing the enemies is the peak entertainment you can get in any video game. Usually those mechanics require a lot of precision and skill. Okay, that's not even funny. Instantly killing the enemies is the peak entertainment, which usually requires a lot of skill to pull out. Come on! Spy is one of, if not the most hated class in Team Fortress 2. Some might say it's because he can instantly delete people, but others will swear on their life that it's because he is French. He single-handedly gave the whole player base more trust issues than Among Us, and the fact that till this day players across all skill levels get tricked on daily basis by the most unique game mechanic online gaming has ever seen makes me goddamn proud that I will be able to tell my grandkids in the future that indeed their grandpa was fooling people across the globe with this crap. Cocky yet cowardly, lethal yet lame. Ladies and gentlemen, without any shame, it is my pleasure to loudly say, welcome to the Spy Review! Last episode I did a healthy 50-50 split between the comics and the official animations, but holy cow, Spy is so lame in the comics, it is a sin to the humanity. It doesn't mean he doesn't have his moments, absolutely no. I adore the fact Spy is the only character that can canonically killbind in-game with his teeth, but other than some funny lines here and there, Spy throughout the whole comic series acts as the comic setup for anything Soldier and his wife are doing. Even when the final fight takes place, he does the only thing he's good at, which is failing and getting gunned down. If not the sniper, we would only have 8 playable classes, so let's just all collectively thank you, sniper, but you really shouldn't have, like... Really, you shouldn't have. The animations, on the other hand, do him wonders, starting with the most badass and memed till this day Meet the Spy animation, to the whole Wingman of the Year character arc in the expiration date. First things first, what makes Meet the Spy such a great and timeless video? Opposite to every other Meet the Class video, in this particular one, the main protagonist, that is the Red Spy, is clearly shown absolutely devastating the majority of the enemy team, with only exceptions being the enemy Demoman and Pyro. What makes him special is that he doesn't accomplish all of that thanks to some powerful weapons, but simply by using his intelligence, strategy, and some basic tools like knife, revolver, sapper, and the disguise kit. And just a heads up, that is enough stroking the ego of all Spy mains watching this video. You will not get any more compliments unless you subscribe. See, I can use psychological tricks on you too, you butterfly-wielding troglodytes. One last thing that I must not pass up on is the absolute phenomenal strategy of asserting dominance among your enemies. That is sleeping with their moms. Anyways, expiration date is very above average. As always, if you did not watch those animations, those are an instant must-watch later videos in my opinion, especially if you're just starting your adventures with Team Fortress 2. It's such a great video to introduce anyone to the universe of TF2, to its charming characters and how they interact with each other. Spy, in this case, upon hearing he is about to die, just wants to chill, but his chillax is interrupted by an idiot. After some hesitation, he agrees to help him because what else is he supposed to do, really? Play with his fidget toy the entire time? He tries his best with lessons and violence, and unfortunately his student fails.
I failed, did I? Yes.
But it doesn't stop him from keeping a close eye on his progress anyway, which is so in character. I adore how every class in this game, even if heavily different from each other, interacts with one another. Then the bread fight happens and Spy wouldn't be himself without squeezing in one more roast, which is a helping hand at the same time. The passive-aggressive dialogues of his are very iconic and make Spy one of the most annoying yet respectful and lovable characters in the whole game, which is absolutely insane for me how all of that is managed in a very little piece of media that we have for strictly the Spy. Spy himself is very fixated about his uniform. It's slick, it's classy, he really cares about its price, how prestigious it is, and that's exactly why it is so damn satisfying to obliterate him in-game and watch all of those blood particles make him look like a used condom. That's exactly why I made my Spy lean into this phenomenal theme even more by making him thrice more French than usual. The main ingredient in this masterpiece is of course the all-class cosmetic Viva la France, which doesn't need any explanation. I hope. The rest of the set makes the spy look like he is on his way to the local cafe in Paris with only a tasty croissant, baguettes, and stabbing people on his mind. Plus, the white elements from the tuxi and the sneaky spats contrast wonderfully with the black glasses and bow tie. Overall, I do not think I am achieving any breakthroughs in TF2 fashion here. I really just wanted to make my spy look like a sack of crap, because it fits his character. If you don't believe me, I'll just remind you what kind of laugh does this maniac have. If that isn't a POS laugh, then I don't know what is. To solidify this even more, there's also the money flex taunt, which shows off Spy's wealth and tax evasion skills, and honestly, that would be it for the taunt department, as there aren't any other great taunts for him, other than perhaps the newest Sorrow taunt, which Spy just lands perfectly in my opinion. There are tons and tons more indicators that prove even if Spy looks and acts like a gentleman, on the inside he is the biggest peener out of them all. Maybe that's why he feels the need to constantly be hiding his face in a mask. Speaking of masks, I think everyone is used to this already, but when you actually stop and think about how stupid and goofy the disguise kid's masks actually are, it's baffling how blessed we were with gaming back in the day when people weren't complaining about how unrealistic it was or how stupid it makes one of the smartest mercs look. All that mattered and matters till this day in TF2 is that it's fun, readable, and understandable, which Spy's design demonstrates excellently.
Spy Gaming.
Instantly killing the enemies is the peak entertainment you can get in any video game. Usually those mechanics require a lot of precision and scalability, landing a headshot or traversing the entire map just to secure one instant frag. There we go, first try. Unlike Sniper, Spy, in order to secure a kill, needs to be in the enemy asses. Quite literally. His power comes from those sweet backstabs, but other than that, he doesn't have anything else to defend himself, and that's one stupid statement. Spy also has the revolver, which is surprisingly powerful. Not many players decide to use this weapon just because they are so focused on getting those stabs, and even if they come face to face with their enemies, they will try their best to do some sick maneuvers to somehow get access to that precious back hitboxes. But why do that if you can just whip out your revolverino and gun down Nerino? Alright, I forgot. It doesn't one-shot. Or does it? It's really funny to think that out of all classes in this game, Spy has the most weapon slots, but at the same time the least amount of real weapons. More than half of his kits are tools to make the two real damage dealers that are the knife and revolver really shine and make the most use out of them. The Sapper, for example, can only damage buildings, which makes it useless if the enemy team doesn't have any Texans, but there's also the Invisibility Watch that makes you fully invisible. Duh. Which is also useless if the enemy team has a pyro. If that wasn't enough, there's also the disguise kit, which allows you to hide and blend in broad daylight among the enemies, which can either kill you or result in clean kill or two and then killing you. Disguising is far superior to the invisibility due to the fact you cannot stab nor shoot your gun while invisible, but while disguised you can act on any moment, which will result in dropping your disguise, but usually it isn't needed anymore as you already got a kill on someone. This sneaky playstyle encourages you to play more tactically and think before each move you make, rewarding you with a long lifetime and some picks here and there. But come on, are you really supposed to do that? Why bother doing all that sneaky nonsense when you can execute Source Spaghetti, also known as a trick stab? I really don't care about the names of all those precise tricks. The main shtick is that you land a backstab even though the enemy knows you're right there in front of him. To achieve Source Spaghetti, you must first move from left to right or right to left if you're feeling dangerous that day, and secondly, make sure to wiggle your mouse a little. Congratulations, you are now officially a Spy main. There's a ton of different stuff to learn about Spy, and unlike other classes, these are all seemingly down-to-earth stuff, like learning the pathing of your enemies, some map knowledge, and perhaps strafing and surfing here and there. The skill ceiling of Spy is as high as you want it to be, thanks to the unlockable weapons. I myself, on my casual loadout, run everything default other than the knife, which I replace with your eternal reward, just because I find the weapon fun. But if you want to go full on hard mode, go ahead and run the pocket sniper rifle, the anime knife, and obnoxious noisemaker. But if you want to relax and just play on easy mode, then there are weapons such as the diamondback or the cloak and dagger, which allow you to slow down, take your time and roll in your own pace. The one major downside to Spy's gameplay is that the better you're doing on him, the harder the game gets with time. You will annoy more and more people as no one likes to get spaghetti done, so prepare yourself to slowly but steadily face more and more pyros. Watch as the previously perfectly normal players begin to turn around every second or two. Observe as they slowly go insane throughout the match, paranoia consuming them from the inside, and you knowing damn well you did a great job this game. Conclusion! Spy is definitely a very interesting character in all possible departments. His persona being classy and well-behaved can do a complete 180 when he gets a chance to outperform his enemies. The amount of toys he has been given in his arsenal allow him to be very versatile and tactical, but after spending some time on him, you quickly realize that this at first overwhelming amount of tools you have starts to fall in order and make a perfectly well-designed and organized class that can be a very vital part of your team, or in some horrific circumstances, the menace of the lobby. I consider myself the most average player of them all, knowing this and that about this game, but not mastering any of the mechanics, which allows me to enjoy this game till this day, because thanks to videos like this one, I can appreciate how much fun there's still to discover, learn, and master. Spy will end up with a score of 1 roasted duck out of 3 baguettes. Spy is the class that can keep on trying and not end up doing anything other than eating random crit after random crit, but those moments where he shines are definitely one of the most fun and chaotic moments you can have in this game. As always, don't forget to let me know down in the comments what class would you like me to review next, and since the video is ending, it is time for the random outro. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to kindly ask you to tell me what is your favorite weapon of all time in TF2. It can be the stock weapon like the Medigun for Medic, or some unlockable like the Fists of Steel. Why Fists of Steel? I really want to see what makes a weapon shine so bright in your guys' opinion, so share your favorite toy and tell me what makes it so special for you. And to start, I'm going to say a very basic and I think understandable opinion that the Market Gardener is my pick. It has pushed me to learn one of the core mechanics in this game, that is rocket jumping, and it's the most fun weapon to use in this game. But to actually end this review on a somewhat related to the main video topic, just like Scout's father, I will now vanish out of existence. Thanks for watching, have a lovely day, bye bye.